Hello, welcome to another video by Programming Knowledge. In this video, we'll talk about full text queries in Elasticsearch. In this playlist, in the previous videos, we've talked about how to set up Elasticsearch, how to index our first query, how to upload multiple documents on Elasticsearch, and we also talked about query DSL, where we talked about query and filter context and compound queries. Now, we move on to full text queries. So the full text queries enable you to search analyze text fields such as the body of an email. The query string is processed using the same analyzer that was applied to the field during indexing. Now full text queries can be grouped into the following queries. The first is intervals query. So an intervals query is a full text query that allows fine-grained control of the ordering and proximity of matching terms. Let's see what this means. So the intervals query returns documents based on the order and proximity of matching terms. So the intervals query uses matching rules constructed from a small set of definitions. These rules are then applied to terms from a specific field. Now the definitions produce sequence of minimal intervals that span terms in a body of text. These intervals can be further combined and filtered by parent sources. Let's see the example request and understand how intervals work. So here we are searching and we want to use a post API, and we are searching at my text, all of it. The order is true, so it's going to be ordered from top to bottom, and it's going to match my favorite food first. So there's going to be an order that is going to be followed. So it's my favorite food, no gaps, and it has to be ordered again. And after my favorite food, it should match any of the following. It should match hot water or cold porridge. So my favorite food is cold porridge can be a possible answer, the possible document that can be retrieved. As you can see here, the following intervals search returns documents containing my favorite food, immediately followed by hot water or cold porridge in the my text field. So in this way, we return the documents which are based on some order and the proximity of matching terms. So the search would match a my text value of my favorite food is cold porridge, but it will not match when it's cold. My favorite food is porridge. So the order here is very important. That is why we use the intervals query. Now the next query is the match query, which we have already seen before a lot of times, but we'll reiterate and see how it works again. So the match query is the standard query for performing full text queries, including fuzzy matching and phrase or proximity queries. Let's see the match query in detail. So we have used the match query before, so we'll just make sure that we understand the example they've given in the documentation. It returns documents that match a provided text, number, date, or boolean value. The provided text is analyzed before matching. So we haven't used analyzers in Elasticsearch yet, and we'll use them in the next video. But until then, let's understand how the match query works in general. So here we have an example query where we want to get some results back, and we match a value with the query is this is a test. So this will return all the documents which have either this is a test entirely or has this or is or a or test. So it is going to match the entire string or even a substring. That is what the match query is used for. Let's see the next query. The next query is match bool prefix. So what does it do? So match bool prefix query creates a bool query that matches each term as a term query except for the last term, which is matched as a prefix query. So we have talked about what bool is. Bool is to use complex queries or to make multiple queries in one single uh, form. So we can use the bool query or the match bool prefix query to match each term as a term query except for the last term. Let's see how this works in depth. So a match bool prefix query analyzes its input and constructs a bool query from the terms. Each term except the last is used in a term query. So the last term is used in a prefix query. So let's see an example. Now, if we want to find all the messages which start or which have quick brown and has anything which starts from an F later or the prefix is F, this is how we write the query. Now, this will match all the message values which have quick brown fox, quick brown face, quick brown fountain, etc. etc. Now, this query can be also written in this way, which is much more easy to understand, but it's a bit more complicated to write. So here we have query bool, and it should match the term quick, as you know. It should also match the term brown, but the prefix of the message can be F. So the value of the message key should have quick and brown, and any word that starts with the letter F or has the prefix F. So we'll look at the difference between match bool prefix and match phrase prefix later. Until then, let's move on to the next full text query. The next full text query is match phrase query. I think we have seen this before as well. So like the match query, but used for matching exact phrases or word proximity matches. Let's see what that means. So the match query analyzes the text and creates a phrase query out of the analyzed text. So let's see what that means. Now here we have the same message, this is a test, but we have a match phrase instead of match. Now if this were a match query, then it would match the entire string or also a substring. But for match phrase, it would exactly match the entire string and not the substring. This is the difference between match phrase and match. So this is not case sensitive, so it will match everything that has a capital T or a capital I or capital A or any capital letters in between, but it should have the entire phrase inside the sentence or inside the value of message. If the entire phrase is not available inside the message value, then it will not return that document as a relevant document. That is what match phrase query was about. The next is match phrase prefix query. So it is just like the match query, but it does a wildcard search on the final word. Let's see what that means. So the match phrase prefix query returns documents that contain the words of a provided text in the same order as provided. So as you know, quick brown F. So quick brown, the same order must be followed. The last term of the provided text is treated as a prefix, matching any words that begins with that term. So let's see what that means. Here, the following search returns documents that contain phrases beginning with quick brown F in the message field. Now this search would match a message value of quick brown fox or two quick brown ferrets, but not the fox is quick and brown. So the order here matters for the match phrase prefix because quick brown F is treated as a phrase. The entire string is treated as a complete single phrase. So quick brown F should always be there. So here as you can see, quick brown fox matches, quick brown ferrets also matches. The two can be before it, but since it is matching quick brown ferrets in the same order, it is a relevant document, but not the fox is quick and brown. So this is the difference between match phrase prefix and match boolean prefix. So let's just see the difference again. So the important difference is that the match phrase prefix query matches its terms as a phrase, but the match bool prefix query can match its term in any position. So here it can be quick brown F or brown quick F or quick F brown. The example match bool prefix query above could match a field containing quick brown fox, but it could also match brown fox quick. So the order is the difference between match phrase prefix and match bool prefix. It could also match a field containing the term quick, the term brown, and a term starting with F appearing in any position. So since it's a bool, when you write it again, either match quick or brown or any prefix starting with F. So it's a bool. So either one of these is fine. But for the phrase, the entire phrase must be considered. So here it has to start with quick brown and end with the starting letter F. So these were some full text queries where you can use this to build much more better and complex queries for Elasticsearch documents and indices. And in the next video, we'll talk about the last remaining queries, which are in the full text queries, and also write some of our own queries in a way that they apply to our situation or our example, where we use the bank indices which we have used in the previous videos and try to make sense out of these full text queries. Thank you.